Knows how to score. He can fade away with that little turnaround jumper. He's got a great jab step. He can face up. He's just wired to score. I'm wired to get a Mondo burger right now. You can't just let him turn the corner from 20 feet away, get all the way to the basket. And that probably was the most disappointing thing. Good pass by Manik.
And the finish for Bacon. Shot clock down to 3. Clark knows it. Gardner missed it. And boy, somehow with how long they were down there and all the looks they got, they can't score. And then Carolina back in the blink of an eye. Black, nice cross-court look. Manik in the corner. Counter.
Well, that's just great offense.
Misses with a left hand.
Great position, but just faded away. Couldn't get it to go.
Manik with a clean look. Buries it.
Tane Murray was down under the basket. Time to work a little bit before they play the 4-0 Hurricanes.
Shot clock at 3. Manik. That's been the kind of afternoon it has been for Carolina.
That's a big-time effort to grab 20 boards in a single game. And he's not done yet.
I think 9 of them have come at the offensive end. Manik again. This is the first time Carolina has scored 70 or more against a Virginia team in 11 games going back to 2016. And a very unselfish play as Manik feeds Bacon.
Love on the drive to the basket. It's Manik who puts it in with 3.1. Clemson uses its final timeout as they
instead he turns it over. Manik pass fake 3-ball. Wow. For his last few games.
He grabbed it after the missed shot, but hey, in a rivalry game like this, you're going to have to play through it. There's obviously nothing structurally wrong, so there's some discomfort, but he's going to have to play.
Manik can stroke it, and he starts to score. That one's to miss it close.
You're talking to a guy that told his coach after shooting 2 air balls, the coach, I'm about to get hot, don't take me out. So
Manik. Second 3 for Brady. Look the way Carolina's playing.
They actually benefited from the game being Wednesday. It was 3-5, and they looked flat against Boston College. They still won the game, but they shot 29% from the floor. So they got a day of rest, and they responded. And they are out here today playing themselves a regular ball game to start. This first half has been outstanding.
Manik, another.
There's a lot of time left here in NC State. You don't have to take quick shots. Just got to rely on your defense. Trust your defense. A lot of time left.
Manik spinning underneath on the baseline, and Gibson couldn't lay it in. Carolina's running. Davis with Bacon with him. Manik the trailer. Yes.
Earlier today was teams prepared for him differently than they did everyone else.
How about Brady Manek? Over the last couple of years, his coach, who's also his dad, says he's the hardest worker he has ever had in the program.
And for Buddy's career, I've talked about how he takes advantage of smaller guards. That time he did to a bigger player against Leaky Black.
Brady Manek, what an addition. And against Syracuse, Florida State right now would be in the 8-9. How about the tantalizing possibility of Virginia and Virginia Tech playing each other in Brooklyn? That's always a good match.
It's always a great matchup between those two teams, as we saw a couple of weeks ago, and a beautiful fight at some point in your basketball game.
I had guys cut behind me. That's how I know.
Can't settle for jump shots on Manik's got to drive him.
Manik loves the 3. That's the 304th three-pointer.
Just makes team plays.
Carolina fortunate there that Keels couldn't finish that one. Manik, quick release on the 3. His second three-pointer of the game.
Boy, he sees Duke blue.
Black with a drive and a kick. A great look for Manik, and he buries it.
That's the penetration when North Carolina's love the rebound. 3-on-2 Carolina if they hurry.
Love no. Manik, and that should be goaltending, and it is. Carolina by 4.
As we go down the stretch.
Manik with a great look. Nice play by Caleb Love. Carolina leads by 5.
And an easy little shot in the lane. Boy, big possession here for North Carolina.
Love to Manik for two.
Little Euro step past the defender and a drop off, paying off. Oh, he's gotten it big time. There's that middle ball screen, now a switch. Davis taking on Banchero.
Manik gets it off and hits it.
And that's why you run it in the middle.
To come up with a bucket to put back to give Syracuse a 5-point lead, and Jimmy making his presence felt here as of late.
Manik, nice look to the corner to Black. Back to a wide open Manik. Boy, Jim ABC, the Sonic blockbuster, Carolina and Duke. Coach K's final game at the Cameron. NBA primetime, the Warriors and the Lakers, and then UFC 272. No shortage of options on Saturday.
I know what I'll be watching Saturday.
The one that I'll be doing?
The one that and still been able to produce at the end is Buddy Boeheim, who leads the ACC in minutes per game.
A dozen now for Boeheim, who nearly stole it away. Carolina's gone cold the last couple of minutes. Manik, you know he's a great cutter. 32 on the night for Swider. Bacot at the elbow. Manik on the baseline and the heels.
Hubert Davis era. Here's Brady Manek, the grad transfer from Oklahoma, to get the scoring underway. Working on a little baby facial hair this week.
And I believe it's Velcro who has the little bit of chin fuzz, but he did switch it up on the group.
Less than 4 hours from here, rooting for the Tar Heels, and so he seems to be the perfect guy to continue that legacy.
Yeah, and I gave Hubert a whole bunch of flack probably for the last 20 years for being a Virginia guy. North Carolina. So he's claimed to always have been a North Carolinian because they love this place.
Jackson beats the shot clock. Black clears the rebound. Manik, tough runner. Good! For Loyola, this is R.J. Davis, one of two point guards, if you will, who play for Carolina now together. Brady Manek off the spin.
Right after Thanksgiving in Vegas, so it is still part of Coach K. But Duke and Gonzaga, I'm looking forward to watching that game, seeing those two teams go at it.
High-low, big to big, the two transfers hook up. Garcia to Manek.
Wait a minute, I think it is. I think it's my debut or nothing but that.
The biggest headline statement with a qualifier.
Excited to hang out with.
Garcia strong to the bucket. Fowler blocked it. Manik with the putback.
They could knock an open shot down. The question now is, to whom does Carolina go for a score? Got a switch.
Is it Manik? It is. Theo John and Trevor Keels, who is a steal machine. Keels with 9 thefts in his last 3 games. Manik with a man in his face.
Griffin can drive.
Griffin for 3. Tar Heels seeing if they can put together another productive trip. Here's Manik.
A better matchup for North Carolina to put Leaky Black on Banchero.
There is Armando Bacot's first rebound. He averages nearly 13 per game. Manik from 3. Junior, and he now has 11.
Well, saw that lane. Mark Williams was going to set a little high cross screen for Banchero, but that opened up the baseline drive.
Bacot wanted it. Black cut off. Now Armando's got it. Manik an open 3.
Got to work a radio game years ago with Dave Gavitt. It was a real thrill.
Yep. Good job by Bacot inside. That's
Manik
Brady Manek.
buries that.
Those wrongs, they are.
But, I mean, that's what the job is. Judgment calls.
Yeah, exactly. They're calling balls and strikes, right? No, I thought that was a flop. That should have been a flop warning.
Manik high off the window. Nice. Vescovi with 7 points. Manik tries to answer and does.
You know what I love?
Chandler lost the handle, and it ends up with R.J. Davis. Manik will try another. Gets another Brady Manek. A bucket.
Great set and a great find by Ziegler.
That got Grant Williams out of his chair. Manik tries and hits. Brady Manek.
By Ziegler. Last seen with the Long Island Lightning, the AAU team that was playing down in Peach Jam in July.
Manik ball fake jumper gets another. Not
Here's Caleb Love. R.J. Davis, the two men in the backcourt getting into Manik. Top take.
Will flip that one up around and out. He's 0 for 2, but Manik outfought everybody for the rebound on the reverse. They'll stick it.
Franklin has struggled thus far in Brooklyn. 0 for 8 for him in yesterday's matchup, and Virginia needs his scoring for them to be successful. They're going to have to put points on the board against this North Carolina team.
Zip to Baycott. Here's Leaky Black. Shot clock factor now down to 4 for Carolina. Back to Manik. He can hit the three-pointer, and he does.
Putting on a first-team performance.
It's 17 in the victory over Louisville. To get here to the quarterfinals, Davis kicks it out. Manik's open again, and hits it again. Gardner again banging on McCoy, and that spins out. Davis, quick, here's Manik. Got another one, another triple.
On the glass, allow the shot blocker to go over, and Caden Shedrick can clean up the mess.
Cavaliers looking for run. Beekman took a pretty good hit from Baycott there. Manik with a little fall away. Yes, he is cooking.
Right now, 5 rebounds for Baycott, and Virginia basically saying someone else is going to have to beat us, and that someone else is...
The man from Oklahoma swishes in number 1.
Virginia in January broke a 7-game losing streak for the Tar Heels. Big 31 points at a half is not a lot for North Carolina.
13, though, is minuscule for Virginia. And so last seconds of half number 1, Baycott handing off for Love. Manik on the move with the reverse.
How big this is for this program, these players, these fans. I asked him if he thought his players properly understood exactly what they were walking into tonight.
Tucker driving. Beautiful pass. Manik with the dunk. Love with the dime.
Manik, but you see Caleb Love pushing it up. Manik running the floor hard, filling that lane.
Baycott's been terrific. Black swings to Davis. Little pick and pop. Manik has the 3. Off block shots, off turnovers. North Carolina's not been able to get much going in transition.
No, but I tell you what, I think they're better off doing this.
Pick and pop and Manik again.
I think they're better off.
Love. Manik. And North Carolina's lead is 10. North Carolina's lead is 12 as Manik.
3-point line, and then on the other end, they're struggling from beyond the arc at 22% for the game.
Watch.
Tar Heels love to push in transition. That's exactly what they do. Davis misses it, but Williams again in attack mode. That one doesn't drop. Manik in transition. The trailer bare inside the Baycott. Has a step on Dallas Walton. Rolls off the rim. No. Manik
there, and now he's got
Fantastic first half thus far. You look at the numbers, 15 points and efficient from the floor as usual, 6 of 9.
Manik through the three. Forrest right now.
11, Gabe Wisnitzer, who's only played 4 games all season long. Baycott with the rebound.
And we mentioned the suspension to Malik Williams, but also Roosevelt Wheeler, who was concussed in their last game out against Duke, will not be available tonight. And when you're playing against North Carolina, of course, with the force they put on the backboards, it's always going to be something that you have to deal with. You need your bigs.
Brady throughout the year. What do you think of this?
Well, I believe it was the right move for Mike McGee in order to establish himself as the head coach of this program, but also to allow the team to know that there were certain standards that they had to live up to and make sure that that was at the forefront of what Mike, I'm sure, looking forward to that game, but doesn't want to look too forward to it because they have business to handle here on the road tonight. And that's one of the things, of course, when you look at North Carolina and Duke, because that's such a huge matchup, as Brady Manek steps in and knocks down a three. Thought it was numbers. You had 2 Louisville players down, but you got 2 guys back.
Follow is up and good. Manik right.
Extremely well. Was 8 of 12 coming into this in his last 3 games, and now getting from 3, and now getting off to an even better start here in the second half.
Manik's triple and an answer. And look at the emotion by Ellis. Absolutely drills it to put the Cardinals in front by 2.
Obi, before the game, I told Ellis to show me something. I was talking about a dunk in the layup lines, but he must have been talking about the 3.
Right back at it. Up and in. Nice job there by Matt Cross to follow the miss and make it 62-58. Manik up against West. Wants to shoot it. Yes, banks in 2.
And he's made a couple big
R.J. Davis. Caleb Love now. One of the better three-point shooters you're going to find in college basketball this season. He'll drive it, dish it, and Manik will.